The sky bleeds red. The ravens have spoken. Steel remembers every oath. Tonight, the North rides again. Mountains answer no man's crown. The sea became my only road, the axe my law, the shield my home. My father carved our family name into the stones with blood and flame. He taught me fear belongs to slaves, while warriors smile inside their graves. The Longships wait beneath the stars, their dragon heads prepared for war. Every heartbeat sounds like drums, calling every northern sun. The wolves are restless in the dark, their hungry eyes ignite a spark. The old gods whisper through the rain, win with honor or die with fame. Blood moon rising, raise your swords into the night. Valhalla calls the fearless souls, where legends never truly die. Blood moon rising, hear the ravens fill the sky. If fate demands our final breath, we'll meet the gods with heads held high. Thunder crashes across the sea as destiny awakens me. The frozen wind becomes my guide, with Odin watching by my side. Every scar upon my skin reminds me where my wars have been. Every brother standing near has conquered pain and buried fear. Our banner stands inside the storm, our spirits cannot be outworn. Kings may fall and kingdoms fade, but northern hearts are never chained. Tonight we sail through fire and snow, toward the lands our fathers know. If death awaits beyond the shore, we'll charge ahead and ask for more. Blood moon rising, raise your swords into the night. Valhalla calls the fearless souls, where legends never truly die. Blood moon rising, hear the ravens fill the sky. If fate demands our final breath, we'll meet the gods with heads held high. When the final horn is blown, no warrior walks that road alone. The Valkyries descend like flame to carry those who earned their name. Our children will remember still the mountain hearts no sword could kill. Our songs will echo through the years, beyond the dust, beyond the tears. The winter buries flesh and bone, our legacy becomes the stone. The North survives in every cry, refusing ever to bow or die. So let the heavens split apart, the gods can judge a Viking's heart, until the stars forget shields. Let the earth tremble beneath our feet. Today, the North writes history. As warriors gather hand in hand, 1,000 shields, a single soul, bound by honor, forged in cold. No king commands a heart like ours, no tyrant steals the northern stars. Our oath was sworn in fire and rain, to never bow beneath a chain. The ravens circle high above, watching those the gods now love. Every heartbeat pounds like drums, for the battle yet to come. The mountains whisper through the snow, stand as one and never fold. Steel is drawn with steady hands, defending blood, defending lands. This is the last shield wall, hold the line, never fall. If we break, the North will fade, so let our courage light the way. This is the last shield wall, hear our battle thunder call. Side by side until we die, our names will live beyond the sky. All the plains, marching hard through wind and rain. Yet fear finds no home in our chest, only iron, faith and breath. Axes crash and spears collide, brothers fighting side by side. Every step is paid in blood, every victory earned through mud. The wounded rise despite the pain, refusing death another claim. No retreat, no surrender's cry, only eagles in the sky. Our banner waves through smoke and flame, a symbol none can ever tame. Though the ground is soaked in red, the shield wall still marches ahead. This is the last shield wall, hold the line, never fall. If we break, the North will fade, so let our courage light the way. This is the last shield wall, hear our battle thunder call. Side by side until we die, our names will live beyond the sky. When silence claims the battlefield, the strongest hearts refuse to yield. The fallen sleep beneath the snow, their legends destined still to grow. Children yet to see the sun will sing of everything we've done. Not for gold or fleeting fame, but for the honor of our name. The sea will carry every tale across the storms beyond the gale. The North remembers every stand, every warrior, every hand. If this is where our journey ends, we'll greet the gods as honored friends, with broken swords and fearless eyes, will walk through Valhalla's gates with pride. This is the last shield wall. Raise your voices, one and all. Neither fire nor death nor night can overcome a Viking's might. This is the last shield wall. Hear the ancient ravens call. Though our bodies turn to dust, our spirit lives because it must. The shields may splinter, the swords may rust, but the wall lives forever. Light the beacons, sound the war horns. The All-Father sees every oath, no lie escapes his eye. Tonight we fight beneath Odin's gaze. Ancient names of warriors forged in frost and flame. Across the fjords the Longships glide, with raven banners flying high. The runes are carved upon my blade, a sacred vow no fear can break. Each scar I bear, each oath I've sworn, was witnessed on the day I was born. The wolves have gathered in the snow, patient as the rivers flow. Their hungry eyes reflect the sky, where Odin's ravens circle high. No man can hide, no king can flee from fate that waits beyond the sea. The Norns have spun the thread of life, now steel decides the end of strife. Odin watches all, hear the ravens call. Stand like mountains, never fall. The brave will answer destiny. Odin watches all. Raise your axes tall. If tonight becomes our last, we'll feast in Valhalla at last. Valhalla at last. The horn resounds across the shore, its thunder shakes the earth once more. The shield wall marches firm and true, like glaciers cutting straight on through. The clash of iron fills the air, yet not a soul gives way to fear. Each warrior fights with heart and hand, defending home, defending land. The Valkyries descend unseen through drifting smoke and battle screams, choosing those whose courage burned, whose place in legend has been earned. No treasure weighs as much as pride, no coward stands at Odin's side. Only those who face the storm will rest within the golden hall. Odin watches all, hear the ravens call. Stand like mountains, never fall. The brave will answer destiny. Odin watches all. Raise your axes tall. If tonight becomes our last, we'll feast in Valhalla sails in white, our stories still ignite the night. The skalds will sing by roaring flame of fearless hearts and honored names. Our sons will sail the seas we crossed, remembering every life we lost. Our daughters, strong as northern stone, will guard the lands we've always known. Though kingdoms rise and kingdoms fade, the Viking spirit never breaks. Like ancient oaks against the wind, we bend but never bow within. When my final breath is gone, carry on this battle song. Tell the world the North stood tall, because Odin watched us all. Odin watches all. Let the heavens hear our call. Through the storm and through the fire, the North will never tire. Odin watches all. Lift the raven banner high, as long as stars still fill the sky. The Viking soul will never die. The ravens return, the fires still burn. The saga continues. For Odin, for the North, forever. The tide has turned. The sea belongs to us. Raise the dragon prows. Grip your oars. The horizon shall fear our name. Cliffs we pushed away before the breaking light of day. The ocean roared beneath our keel, but northern hearts were forged in steel. The dragon heads cut through the waves like hungry beasts that none could tame. The wind itself became our guide, with Odin's ravens at our side. Salt and thunder filled the air, no man aboard had room for fear. Each oar that struck the icy sea beat with one shared destiny. The skalds sang loud above the storm of ancient kings and battles won. Our voices echoed far and wide across the restless northern tide. The sea may rage, the sky may fall, but no storm can drown the sons of the North. Wrath of the Longships, ride the waves of war. Leave the thunder in our wake as we reach another shore. Wrath of the Longships, raise the raven high. The oceans know our battle cry. The North will never die. The lookout saw the distant land, a wealthy coast of stone and sand. The war horn split the morning sky as frightened ravens took to flight. We leapt ashore with axe and shield, refusing any ground to yield. The clash of steel, the cries of men, the saga came alive again. No greed alone had brought us here, but honor greater than our fear, to carve our names through time itself beyond as one. The sea remembers every son. Wrath of the Longships, ride the waves of war. Leave the thunder in our wake as we reach another shore. Wrath of the Longships, raise the raven high. The oceans know our battle cry. The North will never die. Let the kingdoms lock their gates. Let the kings prepare their armies. We have crossed storms that swallowed mountains. We fear no crown. We fear no death. Only a life without glory. As evening painted seas with gold, the victory songs began to roll. Brothers gathered by the flame, remembering every fallen name. The sun now feasts in Odin's hall. We hear their spirits through the squall. Their courage lives within the breeze, forever sailing northern seas. We'll launch again when dawn appears, through endless tides and endless years. For every wave that strikes the shore, whisper sail forevermore. Our saga rides on wind and foam, for every sea has been our home. Until the stars forget to shine, the ocean's heartbeat echoes mine. Wrath of the Longships, across the endless sea, no chain can bind the Viking soul. Forever wild and free. Wrath of the Longships, let the war horns cry from frozen fjords to Valhalla. Our legend will never die. The tide retreats, but we do not. The sea calls again, and the dragon ships answer. Answer. Can you hear it? The roots are trembling. The branches cry out to the heavens. The world tree bleeds, and the gods are silent. Than before, a shadow crossed the northern shore. No raven sang, no eagle soared. The winds no longer praised the Lord. The rivers carried ash instead, as whispers spoke among the dead. The oldest runes began to fade, their sacred light consumed by shade. I laid my hand upon the earth, the ground no longer gave it birth. Its heartbeat slowed beneath my feet, like dying drums that skipped a beat. The seers looked with fearful eyes, they saw the end beyond the skies. The roots of Yggdrasil now bleed, the age of peace is gone indeed. When the world tree weeps, every kingdom shakes. When its roots are broken, no oath remains untested. Yggdrasil bleeds, the heavens cry in flame. The 9 realms stand on broken ground, nothing will remain. Yggdrasil bleeds, hear the ancient call, stand together. Sons of the North, or watch the kingdoms fall. Or watch the kingdoms fall. The mountains cracked beneath the snow, the frozen lakes refused to flow. The wolves began their haunting song as endless winter marched along. Fenrir's chains were growing weak, his thunder echoed every peak. The serpent stirred beneath the sea, awakening eternity. The Valkyries rode through crimson rain, gathering heroes once again. Their silver armor caught the light like stars descending into night. The All-Father stood upon his throne, yet even he could not postpone the fate the Norns had long ago woven through the roots below. Raise your shield, sharpen your steel. The end approaches, but fear shall never rule. Yggdrasil bleeds, the heavens cry in flame. The 9 realms stand on broken ground, nothing will remain. Yggdrasil bleeds, hear the ancient call, stand together. Sons of the North, or watch the kingdoms fall. If the stars must fade, let them witness our courage. If the gods must fall, let them remember our names. If the world must burn, we'll be the last to echoed through the mist like ghosts demanding one last wish. Old enemies now stood as one for every soul beneath the sun. The shield wall stretched from hill to sea, a fortress built by destiny. No crown was worth a single breath compared to facing noble death. I raised my axe toward the sky and watched the blood-red ravens fly. The world tree shook from root to crown, yet not one warrior back down. Though Yggdrasil may lose its leaves, the Viking spirit never leaves. For every ending gives its birth to legends greater than the earth. Yggdrasil bleeds, but we still stand as one. Though darkness swallows all the stars, our battle isn't done. Yggdrasil bleeds, let the war drums roll. The roots may break beneath our feet, but never our Viking soul. The leaves have fallen, the roots run red. The old world dies, a new saga awaits. Kingdom of Wolves. Listen. The wolves no longer hide. They rule the mountains. They rule the forests. Tonight, The North belongs to them. Beyond the pine, where moonlit peaks refuse to die, a kingdom carved by tooth and claw still lives beneath the ancient law. No walls of stone, no throne of gold contain the spirits born of cold. The wolves run free through ice and rain, their voices echo through the plain. I walk the path my fathers knew, where silver rivers cut on through. Each footprint left within the snow was made by beasts from long ago. Their amber eyes met mine at dawn, not filled with hate, but calm and strong. No words were spoken, none were owed. We share the same untamed abode. Run with the wind, hunt through the night. The strong endure, the weak take flight. Kingdom of wolves, raise your voices to the sky. Born beneath the northern stars, where fearless spirits never die. Kingdom of wolves, stand together side by side. No crown is greater than the pack, no storm can break our pride. The horn was heard across the hills, its call enough to shake the cliffs. From every valley warriors came, each carrying an honored name. Their cloaks were stitched with wolfskin gray, prepared to meet the coming day. No riches filled their battle cries, only freedom in their eyes. The shield wall formed like mountain stone, yet every heart still beat alone. Bound together by a vow to guard the north, here and now. The enemy arrived in force like flood waters without remorse, but every step they tried to claim was answered back with fire and flame. One howl, one heart, one people never torn apart. Kingdom of wolves, raise your voices to the sky. Born beneath the northern stars, where fearless spirits never die. Kingdom of wolves, stand together side by side. No crown is greater than the pack, no storm can break our pride. The lone wolf survives, the pack conquers. A single blade can break, 1,000 shields cannot. Remember who you are, children of the North. When winter covered every trail, the wolves still hunted through the hail. They never feared the longest night, for darkness sharpened every bite. So shall we stand through grief and loss, no matter what the battle costs. Our blood may fall upon the land, yet legends rise where heroes stand. The scouts will sing beside the fire of those who climb forever higher. Not kings alone, nor Charles renowned, but every soul who held their ground. When my voice becomes the wind, and my journey meets its end, may every wolf beneath the moon carry on this ancient tune. Kingdom of wolves, let the mountains hear us cry. The North still beats within us. begun. The final horn echoes across the 9 realms. The sun grows dim. The gods draw their last breath. Ragnarök has come. Mountains fell and oceans climbed higher. The stars were swallowed one by one. The age of gods was nearly done. Heimdall raised the Gjallarhorn. Its mighty cry shook every storm. Across the realms the echo spread, awakening both the living and dead. The gates of Asgard opened wide, where every fearless soul would ride. The Valkyries formed a silver line, preparing for the end of time. No child cried and no king prayed. Every debt would now be paid. The Norns had cut the final thread. There was no path that fate would spare. Raise your axe, lift your shield, stand with honor, never yield. Twilight of the gods, the heavens burn tonight. Stand beside the All-Father and meet the endless fight. Twilight of the gods, hear the war drums roar. Though the world may fall to ash, the North survives forevermore. Fenrir shattered every chain. His thunder rolled across the plains. The earth itself began to shake with every furious step he'd take. Jörmungandr rose from the sea, wrapping the world in misery. Poison darkened wind and rain, yet Viking hearts ignored the pain. Thor marched through the storm alone, lightning flashing from Mjolnir's blow. Each strike split both earth and sky, while fearless warriors raised their cry. Odin rode with Gungnir high, his raven circling through the sky. Though he knew the fate ahead, he charged where lesser souls would dread. If the gods can fall, so can kings. Only honor outlives everything. Twilight of the gods, the heavens burn tonight. Stand beside the All-Father and meet the endless fight. Twilight of the gods, hear the war drums roar. Though the world may fall to ash, the North survives forevermore. Let the seas rise, let the mountains break, let the heavens split apart. A Viking's oath cannot be undone. The battlefield knew neither side, only those who fought with pride. Gods and mortals stood as one until the setting of the sun. When Odin met his destined foe, the ravens watched in silent woe. Yet even loss could never steal the strength of an unbroken will. From shattered realms new hope was born, like spring replacing winter storm. For every ending leaves behind a stronger heart and wiser mind. The skulls will sing when ages pass, of burning skies and broken glass, of fearless souls who chose to stand with axe and shield held in their hands. Twilight of the gods, though the stars may fade away, the Viking spirit lights the dark and lives another day. Twilight of the gods, raise your voices high. Through fire, frost, and endless time, our legend will not die. Will not die. The old world has fallen. The fire grows still. Beyond the smoke, a new dawn waits. The saga continues. Continues. The tide is turning. The waves remember every warrior. The sea has no mercy, only hunger. Take your place at the oars. As dragons sailed where silence lies, the northern wind filled every sail, while thunder chased our ancient trail. The sea was calm before the storm, like fate preparing to transform. Our longships cut the icy foam, for every voyage led us home. The captain stood upon the prow, with iron fire upon his brow. He raised his axe toward the sky as ravens circled flying high. The war horn split the morning mist, a sound no Viking could resist. The oar struck hard in perfect time, like beating hearts in ancient rhyme. The waves remember every name, every oath, every flame. The sea drinks blood, yet our spirits never drown. From the fjords to distant kingdoms, we will wear the victor's crown. The sea drinks blood, hear the thunder roll. The ocean cannot claim the heart of a fearless Viking soul. Of a fearless Viking soul. Enemy ships appeared ahead, their sails as dark as ancient dread. The distance closed with every breath, until the sea itself smelled death. The arrows fell like winter rain, yet none aboard would break their chain. Shields were raised against the sky, while battle songs drowned every cry. Hooks were cast and hulls collided, no room remained for for those divided. Steel met steel with blinding sparks as wolves awoke within our hearts. The waves turned crimson all around where shattered shields and swords were found. The ocean carried every name, remembering each soul who came. Fight the storm, face the tide. The brave live on, though bodies die. The sea drinks blood, yet our spirits never drown. From the fjords to distant kingdoms, we will wear the victor's crown. The sea drinks blood, hear the thunder roll. The ocean cannot claim the heart of a fearless Viking soul. Let the waves rise higher than mountains. Our courage rises higher still. Let the wind scream, our voices answer louder. Painted waves with gold, the fiercest tales were now retold. The wounded stood with heads held high, honoring brothers who would not die. The sea returned what it could keep, while heroes found eternal sleep. Their spirits sailed beyond the foam toward Valhalla's golden home. Tomorrow brings another tide, another shore, another fight. The dragon ships will lead the way until the ending of our days. For every wave that strikes the land still carries echoes of our stand. The ocean knows from age to age, no chain can hold the Viking rage. The sea drinks blood, but never takes our flame. Across the endless northern waters, the world will know our name. The sea drinks blood, raise the raven high. We'll sail until the stars grow cold and never fear to die. And never fear to die. And never fear to die. The waves grow quiet, the longships endure. The sea remembers every legend, every voyage, every soul. We die as legends. Do not mourn us. Do not lower the banners. A warrior is not measured by how long he lives, but by how the world remembers his name. Our story grew beneath the sky of iron blue. We crossed the seas with fearless hearts, knowing every voyage could be our last. The scars we wear are not our shame, they're carved like runes beside our name. Every wound a battle won, every sunrise another song. The scouts would gather by the fire, their voices climbing ever higher. They sang gang of brothers standing tall, who chose their honor over all. No mountain stood we could not climb, no storm could steal what fate designed. The North had forged us hard as stone, together strong, yet each alone. Raise the horn, lift your blade, leave no oath left unpaid. We die as legends, never as forgotten men. Though our bodies fall to earth, our names will rise again. We die as legends, hear the ravens cry. A fearless soul can never fade, a Viking never truly dies. I've seen the snow turn red with war, I've heard the ocean's endless roar. I've watched brave kings breathe their last, yet their glory still outlives the past. Gold will rust and crowns will break, the strongest walls will someday shake. But honor carved in heart and soul outlives every passing age. Our children carry fire within, the blood of every kith and kin. They'll raise the raven to the sky and teach the world the reason why. No enemy can steal our flame, no silence buries honest names. The winds themselves repeat our cries across the cold eternal skies. When my axe falls, lift yours. When my voice fades, sing louder. When I enter Valhalla, finish the battle. My final breath, I'll walk with pride into my death. The Valkyries will know my face and guide me to that sacred place. I'll feast beside the ancient kings, while every hall with victory rings. We'll laugh again with cups held high beneath the never-ending sky. But those who live must carry on to greet the cold with every dawn. Protect the weak, defend the land, and never break the warrior stand. For every saga has an end, yet every ending starts again. As long as one brave heart remains, the North will never wear its chains. We die as legends, raise the banners to the sky. Though the ages pass like winter, our spirit will not die. We die as legends. Let the war horn sound. As long as songs are sung in fire, our glory will resound. Do not carve my name into stone. Carve it into your courage, and I will live forever. Will live forever. The fires grow old, but the stories do not. A king may fall, a warrior may die, yet a saga lives forever. Still carried ancient words. The longships rested by the shore, their battles finished, nevermore. The axes slept beneath the snow, where only northern flowers grow. Yet every blade still held the flame of every warrior's honored name. Children gathered by the fire, listening to the ancient lyre. The old scout raised his weathered hand and sang the birth of our homeland. He spoke of kings who feared no storm, of shield walls standing strong and warm, of brothers bound by blood and steel, whose courage time could never steal. Remember the fallen, honor the brave, for memory is stronger than the grave. The saga lives forever, through every song we sing. The North still echoes in our hearts long after fallen kings. The saga lives forever, raise the raven high, a legend carved in truth and blood, can never fade or die. The seasons turned 1,000 times, still scouts recited ancient rhymes. The mountains answered every verse, as if the land recalled them first. The sea still kissed the dragon prows, though no one held the oars now. Each wave that struck the frozen shore retold the battles fought before. The old oak stood through rain and frost, a witness to what once was lost. Its roots reached deep through earth and stone, where Viking bones had found their home. No emperor, no passing age could silence history's mighty page. The names of those who chose to stand were written in the northern land. Tell your sons, tell your daughters, the blood of the north still flows. Carry the banner, guard the honor, become the next chapter. The wind across the seas I've always known. One day my sword will rest at last, its final battle long since past. But if a child should hear my name and find the strength to face the flame, then I have never truly gone. My spirit marches ever on, for every ending births a tale, like northern stars that never fail. The sky may change, the years may fly, yet legends never say goodbye. So raise your horn beneath the night, stand for justice, stand for right. As long as hearts refuse to yield, the Viking soul remains our shield. The saga lives forever, from mountain peak to sea. Every oath and every scar still shapes our destiny. The saga lives forever, hear the old gods call. As long as courage fills our blood, the North shall smiles. Another generation begins the story, the saga. Lives forever. They burned our halls. They shattered our shields. They thought the North had fallen, but winter always returns. And so do we. Ashes-covered ancient shrines. The longhouse stood in broken stone. Its laughter lost, its people gone. The fields lay silent, cold and bare. No victory songs were carried there. Only ravens crossed the sky, as if they mourned those left behind. I knelt upon the frozen earth, remembering the land of birth. I swore an oath with blood and steel. No tyrant breaks the northern will. The old men nodded through their tears. The young had cast away their fears. One by one they raised their blades, preparing for the coming day. From the ashes we are born. From the darkness comes the storm. The North shall rise again, stronger than before. Like thunder rolling from the peaks, will shake the world once more. The North shall rise again, raise the raven high. No kingdom built on fear and lies can make our spirit die. Can make our spirit die. Can make our spirit die. The blacksmith lit the ancient flame, forging swords in Odin's name. Every hammer echoed loud like battle drums beneath the clouds. The women stitched the banners red, honoring every fallen dead. The children gathered wood and grain, preparing for the fight again. The scouts returned before first light, reporting armies out of sight. The enemy believed we'd run, but they had only just begun. The war horn cried across the snow, its mighty voice both deep and low. From every fjord and mountainside, the sons and daughters joined the fight. Stand together, heart to heart. The North survives when we never fall apart. The North shall rise again, stronger than before. Like thunder rolling from the peaks, we'll shake the world once more. The North shall rise again, raise the raven high. No kingdom built on fear and lies can make our spirit die. Take back the shores, take back the mountains, take back the stories that were never theirs. The blood of the North still flows, still burns, still remembers. mountain mist. The raven banner met the wind. The shield wall stretched from hill to sea, a living oath of unity. No fear remained within our eyes, only the promise we would rise. The earth itself began to shake with every fearless step we made. The enemy looked on in dread, for hope they thought was long since dead returned with every battle cry, like eagles soaring through the sky. Should I fall before day's end, do not weep, my faithful friends. Plant my axe beside my grave, then fight with all the strength I gave. The North shall rise again, forever standing tall. Though kingdoms fade and empires fall, we'll outlive them all. The North shall rise again, hear the war horns ring, as long as one true Viking breeds. The North remains our king. Winter fades, spring returns, empires crumble, the North endures forever. Forever. Silence before the final call. The gods have taken their places. The warriors have drawn their steel. When the last horn sounds, there is no turning back. As ravens circled soaring high, the mountains bowed beneath the wind. The final march would now begin. Heimdall stood upon the bridge, watching shadows cross the ridge, his golden horn within his hand, awaiting fate's final command. The river slowed, the forest sighed, the wolves stood still on mountain sides. Even thunder held its breath, for every soul had challenged death. The oldest oak began to sway, as if it knew this fateful day. The runes upon its weathered bark glowed like stars against the dark. One horn, one call, one battle for us all. The last horn of Asgard, let its echo shake the sky. Every warrior raise your shield, every fearless spirit rise. The last horn of Asgard, hear destiny unfold. Better one day crowned in glory than a lifetime growing old. The gates of Asgard open wide, as gods and mortals stood beside one another without fear, for every final hour was here. Odin rode with Gungnir raised, his single eye burned through the haze. Thor's hammer thundered in the clouds, its lightning split the heavens loud. The Valkyries descended low, their silver wings began to glow. They whispered names into the wind of those whose journey now begins. No man sought another dawn, no warrior wished the battle steel. Let the 9 realms know your will. The last horn of Asgard, let its echo shake the sky. Every warrior raise your shield, every fearless spirit rise. The last horn of Asgard, hear destiny unfold. Better one day crowned in glory than a lifetime growing old. If this is the end, let it be remembered. If this is our last breath, let it be fearless. If the stars fall tonight, we'll become their light. The horn resounded through the realms, across the seas and frozen glens. Its mighty cry reached every shore, like nothing heard before. The shield walls charged with fearless pride, no soul attempting now to hide. Axes flashed beneath the sun, the final war had now begun. Though kingdoms crumbled into flame, the Vikings fought just the same. Every heart beat thundered strong, like an ancient battle song. Should the heavens fall apart, they could never break our hearts. For every Viking knows one truth, courage is eternal youth. The last horn of Asgard, let the world remember us. Our blood may stain the frozen earth, but honor turns to dust no more. The last horn of Asgard raised the raven high, when the final horn is sounded, only legends never die. The horn grows silent, the ravens ascend. The gates stand open, and the brave walk into eternity. The earth trembles, the mountains split, the chains are broken. The beast is free. Run or stand and become a legend. Of time, where darkness swallowed every rhyme, a monstrous heartbeat shook the stone, a hunger older than the throne. The fetters forged by gods of old could no longer bear their hold. Each link screamed like thunder's cry as sparks ignited through the sky. The forest bent beneath the roar, the seas crashed hard against the shore. The wolves fell silent, heads held low, for they alone had always known. The moon was swallowed in one bite, leaving only endless night. The stars retreated, pale with fear, for doom itself was drawing near. Hear him rise, feel the ground. The end of ages has been found. broke his chains, the heavens split apart. The roar of doom consumed the sky, yet courage filled our hearts. When Fenrir broke his chains, raise your axes high. If this becomes our final stand, we'll face the beast, not hide. Villages emptied, fires burned. The wisest seers all confirm the final hour has now begun. No man can outrun what must come, yet still the Longships left the shore, their dragon heads demanding war. The jaws assembled, shield to shield, refusing once again to yield. The scouts sang loud through fear and flame, so every child would know our names. Not as those who fled the night, but those who stood prepared to fight. The ravens circled overhead, guardians of the noble dead. Their blackened wings cut through the rain, awaiting glory born from pain. Stand as one, do not break. Honor lives in every step we take. His chains, the heavens split apart. The roar of doom consumed the sky, yet courage filled our hearts. When Fenrir broke his chains, raise your axes high. If this becomes our final stand, we'll face the beast, not hide. The gods may bleed, the mountains may fall, but a Viking's oath outlives them all. Fear no monster, fear no fate, only fear a life without honor. Across the plains the beast appeared, a nightmare every soul had feared. Eyes like embers, jaws like night, large enough to swallow light. The bravest warriors charged ahead, not a single word was said. They knew the price, they knew the cost, yet none believed their lives were lost. For death is only one more gate, opened by the hands of fate. Beyond its halls the brave shall dine, where golden cups forever shine. Though Fenrir's howl consumed the land, our shield wall made its final stand. And even if the world should end, our saga would not break or bend. When Fenrir broke his chains, the north refused to flee. Though darkness covered every realm, our hearts remained free. When Fenrir broke his chains, let every skull proclaim, the beast may end the ancient world, but never our immortal name. The chains lie broken, the beast still roars. The battle continues until the last warrior falls or victory answers. Or victory answers. The rivers boil, the mountains burn, smoke hides the sun. Midgard is falling, yet the sons of the north still stand. drifted through the wind like ghosts of those who'd always win. The villages were wrapped in fire, the rooftops swallowed ever higher. Children fled through smoke and stone while warriors swore, "You'll not stand alone." The blackened sky rained burning ash as forests vanished in a flash. The rivers hissed beneath the heat, yet no retreat, new Viking feet. The raven banner kissed the flames, still flying proud through fear and pain. Though Midgard groaned beneath the weight, we marched to meet our destined fate. Let the fire rise, let the heavens burn. Every fearless soul will have its turn. Fire across Midgard, burning through the sky. Still we raise our shields as one, still we will not die. Fire across Midgard, hear the war drums pound. Even in the end of worlds our courage shall resound. The earth was torn by giant feet, their thunder shook the frozen peaks. Each step they took split stone in two, yet forward still our shield wall flew. The clash of iron lit the smoke, every spear and axe awoke. The battlefield became a sea where only courage could stay free. The Valkyries rode overhead, gathering the honored dead. Their silver armor caught the blaze like stars surviving endless haze. No warrior begged the gods for grace, each welcomed fate with steady face. For every breath beneath the sun was earned before the day was done. Hold the line, grip your blade, the brave are never truly laid to rest. Fire across Midgard, burning through the sky. Still we raise our shields as one, still we will not die. Fire across Midgard, hear the war drums pound. Even in the end of worlds our courage shall resound. If the flames consume our homes, we'll build again. If the mountains fall, we'll climb again. If the world is lost, the Viking spirit will remain. As twilight met the burning land, the final Jarls made their stand. Side by side with hearts of steel, they showed the gods a warrior's will. The old scout sang above the cries, his voice still reached the darkened skies. He sang that glory never fades, it only changes shape with age. Then through the smoke a light appeared, a dawn beyond the ashen fear. Not born of fire nor forged by war, but hope returning evermore. The North had paid its final price, spirit of the North still walks beneath the stars. Beneath the stars. Three winters without a summer. The rivers are frozen. The stars have grown cold. Fimble winter has come. To greet the dawn, the forest stood abandoned, drawn. The frozen earth refused to wake, as endless ice consumed the lakes. The sun became a ghostly flame, too weak to warm the northern plain. The moon hung pale behind the mist, like memories no one could resist. The children asked where spring had gone. The elders answered it lives no more. For Fimble winter ruled the land, with frost upon its iron hand. The wolves grew lean, the sea stood still. The silence echoed through each hill. Even thunder lost its voice, as fate erased the gift of choice. The cold, hear the wind, the longest night now begins. The final winter, ice upon the soul. Still we march through endless snow, toward the destiny we know. The final winter, raise the banners high. Though the heavens freeze above, our courage will not die. The longhouses were buried deep, where ancient fires no longer breathed. Yet in the darkness one flame burned, a lesson every child had learned. The blacksmith forged through frozen pain. His hammer rang like falling rain. Each strike declared to gods and men, the North shall rise once more again. The old skull lifted weary eyes and sang beneath the silent skies. His voice carried through frost and storm, keeping every heart still warm. The shield wall trained on fields of white, preparing for the endless fight. No frozen wind could steal away the hope that greeted every day. Winter tests every soul, only the fearless reach the goal. Toward the destiny we know. The final winter, raise the banners high. Though the heavens freeze above, our courage will not die. light will never claim our honor. Upon the highest peak where frozen winds refuse to sleep, I looked beyond the endless white, searching for a single light. Then through the storm a raven flew, its wings as dark as midnight's hue. It landed near and faced the north as if to say, ride boldly forth. I smiled beneath the falling snow, for every Viking came to know the darkest winter always ends, though not for those who fear its end. If spring should never bless this land, we'll become its guiding hand. Our courage shall outlive the cold, a fire no winter ever holds. Hear our cry. Though the world is wrapped in ice, the north will never die. The final winter, stand until the end. For those who brave the longest night, will greet the dawn again. The snow keeps falling, the fire still burns. Beyond the ice, a new age waits. Hold fast, the dawn is coming. The war horns are silent. The shields lie broken. The ravens have flown. But this is not the end. Leaving only ash and rain. The swords were buried in the ground, where fallen kings were finally found. The shield was left beneath the snow, its mighty echo fading slow. Yet every stone and ancient tree still whispered tales of victory. I walked alone through fields of steel, where blood had sealed the warrior seal. Every footprint left behind was carved forever into time. The wind carried familiar songs, voices of the brave and strong. Not as ghosts nor cries of pain, but brothers calling once again. Close your eyes, close your eyes. Hear their names, hear their names. Heroes never vanish, they become the flame. Beyond the last battle, beyond the final breath, there is no end for fearless hearts. There is no fear in death. Beyond the last battle, raise your horn once more. The a bridge of fire shining high. The Valkyries descended slow, where northern winds forever blow. One by one the fallen rose, freed from every mortal woe. Their scars became like threads of gold, their spirits stronger, proud and bold. The doors of Valhalla opened wide, welcoming those who fought with pride. Great halls echoed with joyous cries, as stars awakened in their eyes. Odin stood beside his throne, greeting every warrior home. His ravens circled overhead, honoring the glorious dead. Lay down your shield, lift up your soul. Every journey has its home. Beyond the last battle, beyond the final breath, there is no end for fearless hearts. There is no fear in death. Beyond the last battle, raise your horn once more. The gates of golden Valhalla stand open evermore. Do not remember us for how we died. Remember us for how we stood. Remember the courage, not the ending. Back upon the frozen shore, the children heard the scouts once more. They gathered close around the fire, their hearts alive with old desire. They dreamed of ships with dragon heads, of mountains where the eagle spreads, of honor greater than a crown, of never letting courage drown. The saga passed from voice to voice, not by command but by their choice. Each generation kept the flame, protecting every ancient name. So if one day you hear the wind calling where the fjords begin, know it carries every soul who made the north forever whole. Beyond the last battle, our spirits still remain. The north lives on in every heart, through glory, loss and pain. Beyond the last battle, let the ravens fly. For every Viking who stood with honor can never truly die. The battle is over, the saga is not beyond every ending. A legend begins. Forever north, forever north, forever free. The war horns are silent, the shields lie broken. The ravens have flown, but this is not the end. The smoke had drifted from the plains, leaving only ash and rain. The swords were buried in the ground, where fallen kings were finally found. The shield wall slept beneath the snow, its mighty echo fading slow. Yet every stone and ancient tree still whispered tales. We were never born to kneel. We were never destined to fade. As long as the northern wind still blows, we are forever Vikings. Oceans roar to valleys carved by ancient wars. Our blood was shaped by ice and flame. The north itself became our name. The raven flies where eagles fear. Its cry still echoes loud and clear. Across the fjords, across the sea, it carries our identity. No throne of gold could buy our pride. No conqueror could turn the tide. For every child of northern stone knows freedom is the only home. The old runes carved in mountain walls still answer when the warrior calls. Their wisdom travels through the years, untouched by doubt, untouched by fear. Stand as one, raise your voice. Honor is our only choice. Forever Vikings, forever free. Our hearts belong to the northern sea. Forever Vikings, raise the raven high. The spirit of the north will live though kingdoms fade and die. Ships rest beneath the stars, their dragon heads still marked by scars. Those sails no longer meet the wind, their legends sail from soul to soul. The blacksmith's hammer still resounds in every village, every town. Its rhythm beats like ancient drums, calling yet unborn sons. The scouts still gather by the fire, their voices climbing ever higher. Every verse preserves a name, every chorus feeds the flame. Our fathers watch from Odin's hall, they hear each oath, they know us all. Their strength still flows within our veins like rivers fed by mountain rains. Time may pass, empires fall, but the North outlives them all. Forever Vikings, forever strong, the halls of Valhalla sing our song. Forever Vikings, hear the war horns cry. No fearless heart is ever lost, no legend ever dies. Teach the children, guard the runes, honor the fallen, respect the old ways. For a people without memory cannot have a future. When my beard has turned to snow and my hands can fight no more, lay my axe beside the sea where the tides remember me. Do not cover me with gold, let my story still be told. Let the raven speak my name, carried high on wind and flame. If another storm should rise, meet it with unyielding eyes. Stand as every ancestor stood, choosing honor over blood. For the north is more than land, more than mountain, sea or sand. It is every fearless soul who keeps the ancient spirit whole. Forever Vikings, forever true. The old gods smile on all we do. The fire still burns. The sea still calls. The raven still flies. And as long as one voice sings the songs of the North, we are forever Vikings. Forever Vikings. The shield is not made of wood, nor iron. It is forged from loyalty, from courage, from the hearts of those who refuse to fall. Cracks, a legend burned. It had faced the winter's wrath, walked the warrior's blood-soaked path. Every dent a tale untold, every mark more worth than gold. I placed my hand upon its face and felt the strength of every age. The voices of the fallen came, whispering softly through the flame. Do not carry us with sorrow, carry us into tomorrow. Lift this shield with honor's hand, and forever guard the land. One shield, many hearts, together we cannot be torn apart. The eternal shield, standing through the storm. When one warrior starts to fall, another takes his form. The eternal shield, never left behind. Bound by blood and sacred oath, our spirits are entwined. The blacksmith forged a brand new rim, but left the ancient scars within. For strength, he said, comes not from steel, but from the hands that never yield. The shield wall formed before first light, an unbroken line prepared to fight. Young beside the old they stood, one family born of northern blood. The arrows darkened all the sky, like ravens learning how to fly. They struck like hail upon the line, yet not one shield fell out of time. The enemy charged with furious cries, but met a wall they could not divide. Like cliffs that face the raging sea, we stood through all eternity. Lock your shields, hold the line, let the thunder hear our cry. The eternal shield, standing through the storm. When one warrior starts to fall, another takes his form. The eternal shield, never left behind. Bound by blood and sacred oath, our spirits are entwined. Strength is not the arm that swings the axe. Strength is the hand that lifts a fallen brother. That is the shield. went. Many kingdoms rose and bent, but still the shield was passed along with every skald's unending song. A grandson held it years from now, with silver runes across his brow. He asked, who first carried this? His father smiled and answered this: it belongs to every Viking who chose courage over fear. It belongs to every heartbeat that still calls the North home. I looked beyond the setting sun, knowing my own days were done. Yet peace embraced my warriors, so the shield would make the North home. The eternal shield lifted to the sky. As long as hearts beat brave and true, the North will never die. The eternal shield forever standing strong. Through every age and every storm, we'll carry on. Wood may rot, iron may rust, empires may fall, but honor is eternal. The shield remains forever. Forever. Death, you have followed us across every sea, across every battlefield, across every winter. But you have never claimed our spirit. Rise where countless men had gone, helmets scattered, banners torn. Yet from the silence hope was born. The ravens circled overhead, guardians of the honored dead. They did not mourn with cries of pain, they welcomed heroes home again. The waves erased our footprints fast, but never washed away the past. Every name was carved in stone, not by hands but deeds alone. The wind became a skald once more, singing from the frozen shore. Every note recalled the brave who smiled before they met the grave. If death should come, let it find a fearless heart and an unbroken mind. Death cannot claim us, our spirits still ride beyond the stars of Midgard, where fearless souls abide. Death cannot claim us, raise your voices high. The body may return to earth, but legends never die. The old oak stood through storm and snow, watching generations grow. It whispered through its ancient leaves, only cowards truly leave. The blacksmith laid his hammer down, the jar removed his weathered crown. Before the fire they all agreed, honor is the greatest creed. The youngest warrior gripped his blade, though fear upon his face was plain. The elder smiled and spoke these words: courage sings louder than fear. The war horns echoed through the veil, their mighty call rode every gale. One by one the warriors rose, prepared to face their final fall. Stand your ground, lift your steel, let your enemy legends never die. When the last breath leaves your lungs, do not fear the silence. Listen, you'll hear the oars, the war horns, the songs of Valhalla calling you home. The gates of Valhalla gleamed with light, brighter than the northern night. The fallen walked with heads held high, welcomed by the endless sky. Great feast filled the mighty hall, where Odin greeted one and all. The laughter of forgotten friends proved no brother's story ends. Back in Midgard, children played, dreaming of the legends made. Each dream became another flame, keeping alive the ancient name. So let the centuries come and go, let kingdoms rise and empires fall. As long as one brave soul remains, the Viking heart outlives them all. Death cannot claim us, we are forged in flame. Every oath and every battle strengthens our great name. Death cannot claim us, hear the ravens cry. The North lives on forever, a Viking never dies. Lay down the sword, not the honor. Close your eyes, not your spirit. Beyond death, the feast awaits, and our saga continues forever. Our names will echo long after the fires fade, long after the kingdoms fall, long after our bones become the earth. There will be voices speaking our names. Made of stone, the mountains are enough alone. Leave no palace built for kings, the northern wind remembers things. Write my story on the sea, where every wave runs wild and free. Let the forest speak my name, through every snow and autumn rain. The raven perched upon my shield, as dawn embraced the frozen field. It looked at me with knowing eyes, like one who'd seen 1,000 lives. The old scout smiled beside the flame, and softly spoke each fallen name. No silence followed, none were gone. The story simply carried on. Not by gold, not by crowns, but by courage. Are we remembered? Our names will echo across the northern sky, like thunder rolling through the peaks. They'll never fade. return to clay. The banners fade beneath the rain, yet honor always shall remain. A child who hears the battle song will know exactly where they belong. Not because of blood alone, but by the strength their heart has grown. The rivers carry ancient tales, the fjords repeat them through the gales. Every cliff and every pine keeps a memory through all time. The old wolf watched from snowy stone, never truly left alone. For every howl beneath the moon became another ancient tune. Lift your horn, raise your voice, leave behind a worthy choice. Our names will echo across the northern sky, like thunder rolling through the peaks. They'll never fade or die. Our names will echo through the endless years, past every storm and every war, beyond all mortal fears. One day, another warrior will wear your shield. Another skald will sing your song. Make sure it is worth singing. When my longship sails no more, tie its rope upon the shore. Let the young take up the oars and seek the far forgotten shores. Place my axe beside a tree where the ravens still fly free. Not as a sign that I am gone, but proof the journey carries on. The stars above will always guide those who sail with fearless pride. The north lies not in halls of stone, but in every heart that's grown. So if the wind should call your name, answer it without your shame. For those who walk the path of truth never surrender to their youth. Our names will echo from Midgard to Valhalla. Every fearless deed we leave will outlive every battle. Our names will echo, hear the old gods sing, old gods sing. As long as one brave soul remains, the north is everlasting. Listen closely. The wind is speaking. Those are not whispers. They are names. Names that will echo.